Hey, it's the Terminian Hero here, and we're playing Rayman 2, The Great Escape for the Sega Dreamcast. There have been 9 versions of Rayman 2 over the years, starting with the Nintendo 64 version. There's also been a PC version after that, then the Dreamcast version, then the PlayStation 1 version, the PlayStation 2 version, the Game Boy Color version, Nintendo DS version, iOS version, and Nintendo 3DS version. I want to show everything this game has to offer, so I'm gonna play all the versions of Rayman 2 that have exclusive content, aside from the original Nintendo 64 version, because the only exclusive content that has is one music track. So that's not enough for me to actually play that game. But anyways, I'm starting off with the Dreamcast version here, which is basically the Nintendo 64 version with more stuff. So yeah, let's get started. For our name here, this is Rayman, so let's just make ourselves Ray. Ray, okay.
Rayman, look what the pirates have done to our world. A planet of anguish and pain, haunted by evil. A dark place, teeming with fierce monsters. Nothing can stop them now that they've captured you. They've taken everything and reduced our people to slaves. The robots search for innocent prey. In the chaos, they exploded the heart of the world. The 1,000 lumps of energy which form it have been scattered. We are getting weak. Soon it will be too late. You must escape, Rayman. You are our only hope.
Well, never bullshit. Do you want me more this too? No, it's bad. Now it's too. Common Bruce too. Oh, won't you Leah, Phil! Do what I need. Just get a booster. Oh, we got it too. Oh, you're the now what's for real? Give me the next stone. Yay! Rayman! Oh, you're the only considerable one day.
So, here we are. We got our first silver lum. That's the first type. There's gonna be many lums we're gonna collect in this game, and silver lums basically give you abilities. So yeah, we're trapped in this little area. We can't get out this way, but we can break our way out here with our new punch ability, which isn't really a punch in this game. So yeah, there are... Every once in a while I'll point out a minor difference between versions, like how in the PlayStation 1 version this wasn't a grate. There was like a patch on the wall you had to break open, but... Yeah, anyways, there's also red lums on the way down, which I don't think there were in the PlayStation 1 version. Red lums heal you. So here we are, we dropped into the first level, known as the Woods of Light, also known as the Clearing in the PlayStation 1 version. This guy here is Murphy. Hi, Rayman, glad to see that you escaped. I'm Murphy, and I'm here to be your guide. You see that stone right next to us there? It's a magic stone which can read your thoughts. If you need some help, pass close to a stone, and I'll quickly appear in your mind to help you. If my advice sounds confusing, stay next to the stone and keep the directional pad pressed down. I will appear and repeat the instructions. So he wasn't talking about this stone here. This stone is actually how you exit a level, but we can't do that right now. He was talking about a different kind of stone over here. Yep, press A to jump, press B to shoot, keep directional pad down, and I will return. Yeah, in the PlayStation 1 version of the game, it was actually Lee the Fairy that gave you advice on these stones. Murphy didn't actually appear in the PlayStation 1 version of the game, although his race, the Murphys, were. Also, in most versions of this game, these little mosquito creatures that resemble Bazit appear in this level. I don't believe they appear in the PlayStation 1 version of the game. I'm mentioning the PlayStation 1 version of the game a lot. That's actually the version I grew up with. So here we have our first cage. Great, you have just smashed a pirate cage. Destroy lots of them, they're full of energy. What's more, you see that bright sphere there? That's a yellow lum. Gather a lot of them. They'll give you access to secret places. And they'll teach you all the secrets of the world. take the lum and hold directional pad up, you'll see. So we'll collect our first yellow lum here, and this little passage opens. But yeah, let's try holding up. And we're naive, apparently, because we only have one yellow lum. But yes, the yellow lums are the 1,000 fragments of the heart of the world broken by the pirates. They contain universal knowledge. The more you gather, the more you will learn. You can access the secrets of the world by pressing up on the directional pad. Find 49 lums to advance. So we need to collect 49 more lums to get more information. Getting information from the yellow lums happens in most versions of the game. However, you can't get this information in the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, or Game Boy Color versions of the game. And in the PlayStation 1 and Game Boy Color versions of the game, there's only 800 yellow lums rather than 1,000. The Game Boy Color version of the game is actually a completely different game. It's 2D. Point the camera with L, I think that is, L, X, or Y by pressing L and R. A whole bunch of camera control stuff. Anyways, there's 5 lums in this level. There were 10 in the PlayStation 1 version. Yellow lums are very important, but we already know why, Murphy. 'Cause we did hold up. So we're going to want to collect all of the lums in this game. You don't actually have to collect every single lum, but you need to collect a good amount. In midair, press B to start helicopter. Yeah. Don't miss this little yellow lum down here in the waterfall. Hang on to the walls whenever you can. Anyways, let's go see what's over here. We got some little Glowbox kids.
You want me noticed her? No, sir. They'll never approach you. They're now still. No, sir. Only considerable one day. It's you two, yeah. Oh, you're the diamond. Hey! No, sir.
So yes, we need to rescue Glowbox, we need to rescue Lee. You might notice that they don't actually talk in the cutscenes aside from the opening cutscene. They speak Raymanese, as it's called in the PlayStation 2 version. The only versions of Rayman 2 that actually have actual voice acting are the PlayStation 1 version and the PlayStation 2 version. And in the PlayStation 2 version, it's optional, because you can also set it to Raymanese in that game. I'll bet you'd like to know how to climb. You see these 2 walls? Go stand between them, press A to jump and A again to grab on. Repeat this maneuver until you have reached the very top. Now, for the most part, I'm going to be ignoring the Game Boy Color version's existence because, like I said, it's a completely different game. But I am going to say that this little mechanic here, where you climb like this, isn't in the PlayStation 1 version of the game. That out there is a purple lum. And that cave over there only exists in the Dreamcast version of the game, but we'll be checking that out later and finding out what purple lums do later. Hey Rayman, what's the racket? There seems to be a lot of people around. Use this purple as soon as you can and go have a look. So let's break this cage since we can't do anything with the purple lum yet. And splendid, Rayman.
Hey! Phone to consider one day. It's you to get. Stop! Now what's booty? Oh, we got you!
Yeah, I never know whether to talk during those cutscenes or not, because I don't like to talk during cutscenes, but I also like to read the dialogue, so I don't even know what to do. Anyways, I absolutely must see Lee. Do you know where she is? You can be Kane. This is not easy to say, but I have to tell you this. The pirates have taken Lee to the fairy glade, and they've locked her in one of their strongholds. To find her, you'll need to go through the Isle of Doors. The hall is a magic place. It leads to many other worlds. Okay, that's interesting, because in most versions of this game, you go to the Hall of Doors, but in the Dreamcast, iOS, and 3DS versions of the game, you go to the Isle of Doors, but here they still say the hall is a magical place, even though you go to the Isle of Doors in this version of the game. Anyways... yeah, the hall is a magical place. It leads to many other worlds. Only the teensies know how to get there. The passage requires 5 lums, but I see that you have them. Prepare yourself for a great journey. So yeah, normally you find lums in cages in most versions of Rayman 2. But at the end of every level you'll have to free a teensy, and they will allow you to exit the level, and that's how you beat the level. And yeah, this is the Isle of Doors. So the first level here was the Woods of Light, which we got everything in. I don't like how it's not saying what the names of the levels are. Do I have to press a button for that? I'm kind of afraid to press the button because I'm afraid I might enter the level, and I want to end the video here. But anyways, I'm the Terminian Hero, and in the next video, we will go on to our first actual full-length non-intro level. So, I'm the Terminian Hero, and I will see you then.